It's been 2 weeks since I hurt my back moving all that plywood, and I'm finally almost healed up. I still have a little, I don't know, it takes a little while for the final stuff to straighten out, but I'm 85% there, it feels like. I think the grass is finally back to healthy again. The new fresh grass is just a few inches tall, maybe 3 inches or something. This drought really injured the grass and it took a long time to come back. The grass was getting crispy and now we have this lush green grass, this fresh grass coming in, and it's finally getting tall enough where the sheep can eat it without destroying it. Grass is always a little healthier up here right by the driveway. The field is improving, but this is the really lush grass. This is probably 6 inches long or more. You know that thing about the Maytag man sits at the shop and never goes anywhere because Maytag is so awesome that it never needs a repair? If you've been watching, not too long ago I was replacing the heating element and everything went well and it's been running right. And then the belt started making a lot of noise. And we thought that when I worked on it, that somehow I had left something loose that was causing the belt to squeal. But this is where the belt attaches to, and this arm keeps it tight. It's spring loaded, there's a spring on there. Well, it turns out that this, after we bought a belt and went in here to replace it, I found out that this was not spinning, or not spinning well. It was really bound up badly. So there's a kit where you can replace those and these and just get everything rolling really nice and smoothly again. So that's what we're doing. Here's my little tip for doing things like this. I took these screws out of the top. These were the next ones on top. These were further down. These were all the way at the bottom. So I laid out all my screws because there's different kinds of screws here. Okay, that's all back together now. I should have shown you this loud squealing, but now it's fixed. So here's a new thing. I'll show you the picture first, and then now I'll show you the paint job. And the whole purpose was to go with this, and I think it came out really nice. Normally we do things like this ourselves, but you just can't get those beautiful, perfect lines without a professional. So we did hire a guy to come and paint. Walter recommended him. He's a very good painter. After it's completely dried, we did realize that we might need to do a little bit of touch up in some corners. So with my back kind of messed up, I've been hanging around the house doing lots of small projects. Even as I've gotten better, I've done these other projects like I showed you, I think it was the last video where we did the little roof on top of the chicken house, except I never did show you the finished roof. And then Cindy got out here and wanted to paint the chicken house, and then she decided to get some decorations, so it's looking really good. How's that? So the roof is okay, but that yellow on the chicken house looks great. And the decorations. And then she still had paint, so she started painting over here, but then she didn't have enough, so she grabbed some paint out of the barn and came and painted this a whole nother color. I don't know, that door looks a little wacky. It looked a little wacky when it was purple. But it looks a little nicer now. And another coat of paint is great for holding out the weather. Doing a little bit of fall cleaning, I guess. It's not fall yet, but you can always get a head start. So Cindy came over here and took down the dog pen so we could really get in here and do a bunch of weed eating and get everything all cleaned up. That'll go back in. We don't want to leave it this way for long. Another small project is we had built a little shelter on Claire's window. So this piece of metal was part of the roof. Had a little roof here and this little patio and some screen around it. So Claire was able to put her cat out the window and the cat could sit outside. At our previous house, the cat sat outside all the time, and so that was a nice place. But the past year or longer, she hasn't put the cat out here because the cat's just been getting older and it wasn't doing well. It got a little more decrepit until it passed away a couple weeks ago, and sorry I didn't mention it. But we went and made a little place to bury the cat down near Claire's house so that she would always be able to remember that cat. His name was Smoky, and he was actually Cindy's mother's cat before she passed away. So this cat is maybe one of the longest living cats on earth. It was very old. I want to say it was 14 or something. It was amazing.